played this record as frequently as possible.
Let's do this!
What's going on, you guys? It is your boy Vergil here, and welcome back to another episode here on Dragon Ball Legends. Today is that time to update my top 10 unit tier list of the best characters in the game based off meta, relevance, teams, and even individuality as always. But we did get some new additions to our roster. I actually didn't make an update tier list for the Trunks or the new Cell. And that's primarily just because I don't have them. Also, I didn't think it was really, I usually drop these videos for Ultras and even LFs. They weren't like, game breaking or anything like that. Definitely some solid units, so that's why they are here bunched up with the rest of the group. That would even be considered honorable mention or in the top 20 area. So yeah, we do have the units. Make sure to drop a like and a sub. I don't have anything pre-planned. These are just my initial thoughts and takes. So things are varied to change, and we do have, it's been like, 1-2 days since the units dropped, so these are my initial impressions. I have tested out the new Goku and Vegeta on a numerous amounts of teams, and pretty good solid mark with 6 stars. Yeah, so I feel like I have a pretty good idea of where they do belong, and we're just going to jump into it. I still believe the best unit in the game. This is like, I feel almost a no-brainer, but at the same exact time, I know a lot of people are going to disagree. A lot of people might agree. But, dude, I got to get all these ads out of the way, bro. Like, why are there so many ads on this site? Relax. Relax. Oh, my goodness. All right, there we go. Wow. But yeah, the first unit that I am going to throw on the board is going to be this guy right here. He's just the best unit in the game by far. He's still the best unit in the game. He carries so many different teams. You can throw him on leader slot. In any situation, he's going to be a solo unit with support, without support, whether you want to have Pan on the setup, whether you want to have Future Gohan, GT17. Any unit that's going to somehow support him is not even necessary for him, all right? Late game, he's doing ridiculous damage. The card draw speed is crazy. The ways to get back Vanish, type neutral, the blast armor, nuking on blue cards, equipment options, team options. If it's on pretty much every single team you could think of, you could slap him on that team. And you can literally rush any unit besides, UI Goku and Revival Gohan. And 2 Revival active, usable Revival units in the game, and they're not even anything to worry about for the most part. So basically, practically, you can rush any unit in the game with this character, and you're going to be straight chilling. On top of it, I do believe he's on the best teams in the game. Let's be real. Any dynamic with him, Pan, Rose, him hits Zamasu, him on, you name it, right? Fusion Warriors is kind of kicking ass right now. With Super Vegeta being back on the boost system. If you guys don't already know, Majin Buu Saga units are back on the boost system, so it's pretty interesting. But, yeah, that is my number 1 unit in the game. It's always difficult to kind of get this looking the way I want it to look. Bring this up a little bit higher. But, yeah, our second unit is the MVP, bro, of the previous season. I still believe he's up here. He's kind of disgusting right now. He just pairs very, very well with Gogeta on a God Key, Future, whatever setup. I've been running these two with Pan support, and they solo. They're really disgusting. The Paralyze on his blue card is very toxic. He heals. He gets he gets a couple ultimates, not numerous, but like he gets, 3 ultimates, I believe, total. A total of 3 ults, and he just does ridiculous damage. He has the possibility to go type neutral on his main ability. He's constantly, he's going crazy, bro. He gets that Vanish Restore. That gauge is pretty nuts. He's very powerful. The debuffs are very powerful, and the team dynamics are definitely up there for his teams. He's increased a lot of value for other teams, like Future is up right now, definitely. Like I said, the team that I have ran all last season was just these 2 and Pan. You could also run Zamasu as another option, Hit as another option. With Hit, Rose, Zom as a PO setup, whatever. The third unit I'm going to have, it's very close between number 3 and number 2. It's still going to be Hit. The top 3 has not changed in my book. These are the top 3 units in the game, and it's very close between them. It's not like there's a huge gap. But Ultras, it seems like the way that they are doing it right now is that Ultras are dominating the game. Every single Ultra that does drop is just leagues above everything else at the very moment. Hit is sniper, insta-kill. You catch somebody with the green card, which is not difficult at all. Insta-kill. Rose has an extreme toxic capabilities, and then Gogeta is just a one-man army in all scenarios. So it's a no-brainer for these three. You can interchange maybe 2 and 3, and I could definitely see this, but with the way that the meta has been, and Goku Black literally just being the MVP right now, you're constantly running into him in the meta. You know, yeah, a lot more people did summon for Rose than they did for Hit, so it does make sense. At number 4, you guys are actually, I don't know if you might be surprised to see this or not, but I'm going to give him the spot, man. I've used these guys enough to feel like they are kind of ridiculous. The best non-ultra character in the game at the moment. Their new mechanic to stall out and do that super ult ability, where it's like their ultimate, but it does ridiculous AoE damage. It does ridiculous solo damage. They have that crazy, basically lock-in. I mean, if you guys know how they work, haven't, check out my videos, but if you know how they work, you basically get to that point with their tag switch, their gauge, that you get to stall it out and nuke everybody on the enemy team, and I think that's an incredibly powerful ability. Their regular blast-based damage is going pretty nuts. They have been releasing a lot of blast-based units on repeat because it has been primarily strike-based meta for a quite decent amount of time. I know they've been going like UI Goku, 17, these guys, Trunks Vegeta. A lot of blast units have come out, Evo Vegeta, but nothing has really stuck like glue, and it's just been getting a little bit better. There's quite a bit of really good blast-based teams right now, which do shred through a lot of the strike meta, right? You know, a lot of the top guys that you see above, it's hard for them to survive these, I say, like blast armor combos, or just they don't have really good defenses overall, strike defense or blast defense, excuse me, or even just defenses at all. The strike meta does suffer from a lot of the blast units, but it's just a lot more, in my opinion, easier to run strike-oriented units. These guys, ridiculous right now. I do believe at higher, they're a little bit Stargated, very squishy early on, but once you get to that stage where Vegeta is standbying and like you can stall out with them, he does, you know, he can tank really freaking well. And then what makes him stand out above all the rest of the blue units in the game is that he does have that tag switch ability. So against Rose specifically, which is the MVP currently, you know, he has type advantage over him. I know he's able to go type neutral Rose, but these guys are able to, you know, have that neutral standing. They do have that cover nullification, or Goku specifically has that cover nullification to start. You know, a bit of utility. I feel like they lack somewhere with like Vanish Restore or even something like that. They feel like they're missing something. I've definitely heard that from them. But the way that they output this much damage plus their broken new mechanic, I am going to put them, you can argue them 4 or 5, but I don't think they are anything deserving less of 4 or 5 right now in the meta. Very fantastic set of tag unit. So from here on, it's going to be a little bit more difficult. I'd say, like, these are like the no-brainers up here in my opinion, and then when it gets lower, it's kind of like interchangeable / opinion, preference, etc. Like I said, I've been using Pan a ton. She's just timeless right now. Her support is ridiculous. Like every single card she uses, she's stacking damage inflicted, right? Utility, the key reduction, the sub count manipulation, all that stuff, the type neutral. She's pretty freaking ridiculous. I don't even know if she's deserved. Like, I feel like she's deserving the top 10 right now because she's on so many teams. As you can see, the team that I'm running there on the screen, she's on leader slot to support Trunks of Vegeta and the new Goku Vegeta. But we are going to slide. I do feel like, I don't know, this one might be a really freaking hot take, but I want to put these guys up here somewhere. They have gained so much value with all these blast-oriented units, and them paired up with the new Goku and Vegeta is just bonkers, right? Their actual utility, I feel like they make up the utility where these guys a little bit lack, but they have crazy damage potential, especially with a supportive type unit. So if you're running, say, 17 Trunks of Vegeta, Goku Vegeta, if you're running Pan, Trunks of Vegeta, Goku Vegeta, if you're running GT17, droids have an insane blast-based, not only Z abilities, but synergy setup. Evo Vegeta's on the same page. These guys are definitely going to be up here. I'm just trying to decide where they belong. I know GT17 is definitely back up in the 10. He's just, like I said, blast-based teams are back up. If you're not amongst the top 3, top whatever, strike based. You know, the 4s are kind of lower now. GT's kind of like very limited, very limited. It's hard to really place them. They're still very annoying, but it's really just the 4s. Everybody else can be handled pretty much. Still fantastic units. We're in a place of the game right now where it isn't only the top 10 units. That's why there's so many units in honorable mentions, because all of these characters are viable / usable / very good in the game right now. So you can run like probably the top 20 units, and you're gonna be straight chilling. Where's Super Vegito? Do I not have him on this list? He is really good right now. He is really good right now, man. On boost, I have to include him in this honorable mentions list. Don't know if we'll include everyone. Roshi's probably the odd man out right now. Trunks, Cell are really good. Don't know really where to place them. They're solid, but they don't really feel necessary. UI is very good. Like I said, blast-based teams are up. They'll probably be like... I don't think he breaches the top 10, though. Beast Gohan is still him. I'm going to put him on the lower end of the spectrum, though. He's probably like number 8-ish. His best team is movie / hybrids. It hasn't changed. So Gogeta, him, Pan, or either Future Gohan, Pan, and him. So that's literally his only 2 teams, but you guys already know what he does. He has everything. So he's fantastic. I'm going to put him right there. I'm going to put GT17 above him, honestly. GT17, keep in mind, is not better than him. GT17 has more relevance, team dynamic-wise. Individually, like I said, is not there. But he just has overall more value. You're seeing a lot more 17s than you are seeing Beast Gohans. And Goku Black Roses in every single game. So units that don't have the value of type switching, tag switching into a type neutral position. Or type advantage position, excuse me. I was saying type neutral before. Type advantage position is... he does go type neutral, though. He does go type neutral in some instances, but he doesn't stay like that, right? It's not like he can tag switch and stay in that instance for an entire combo. Rose's combos go on forever. But, yeah, Beast Gohan's sitting around like 9, 8, 9, something like that. I want to put somebody else up here. I think... Is it Zom? Dude, Zom is so overrated right now. He's great, but he's extremely overrated. I want to do this. I'm not entirely sure about it. I want to do something like this. Dude, Beast is really, like, creeping back, man. I'm not going to lie, you guys. This is not an exaggeration or anything like that. He is fantastic. I'm just, my experience from the top ranks, I make constant top 10, top 50, top ranker every single season. And I see the strongest teams, and I play against the strongest players every single season. And Beast Gohan right now in the meta is fantastic. Like, he's great, but he's not competing with a lot of the main teams right now. He has very limited, like, movies is so easy to shut down with any of these top meta teams. Hybrids is so easy to shut down. You kill Beast Gohan and the team's done. So I am really kind of stuck on it right now. I think Trunks and Vegeta have gained insane value. I'm going to put them up here right now. I'm just going to keep it 100%, you guys. I'm going to put Trunks and Vegeta all the way up here. I'm lying. I want to put 17 up here. I'm going to put Trunks and Vegeta 6. 17 is still him. I don't know why. It's just his issue is Goku Black, right? His issue is Goku Black, but the Androids team, blast-based teams will not exist without him. He is a very, very solid position. I feel like these guys have gained a ton of value with them as well, right? They've been slowly gaining value with, like, Evo, with droids. You can leader slot them. Now you can leader slot somebody else, right? Like Pan, or you can leader slot GT17, and you make a Vegeta clan setup with Evo, Trunks of Vegeta, and even the new Goku Vegeta. It's ridiculous, bro. The blast output, all the Z abilities are matching up. GT17 is still him, but it's really just droids, I feel like. I still think that he's individually better, so it's like, this is interchangeable, in my opinion. This is definitely interchangeable. I'm going to put 17 right there. I'll put Trunks of Vegeta here. Evo sounds like a fair 7. 8 is 17. 9 is Zamasu. 10, Beast Gohan. I think this is pretty fair. It's tough to make a top 10 list right now because a lot of these units are fantastic. I'm going to put the 4s at... The 4s are even higher than Beast, bro. I'm not even going to lie to you guys, bro. I think the 4s are higher than Beast, man. Beast is just lacking right now. Beast doesn't even make the top 10, man. Like, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous, bro. I'm seeing more 4s than I'm seeing Beast. I'm seeing more 4s than I'm seeing Beast. I'm just gonna be 100% with you guys. This is gonna be like this. UI Cell's up here as well. I think he's better than the Trunks. Future Gohan's probably better than these guys. Roshi's just out. Roshi's just out. I'm gonna put Pan all the way up here. Pan is probably back in the top 10 for me. Is she? She's literally a necessity on all these teams, man. If you're the best team in the game right now, in my personal opinion, is still the team I was running last season. She's like the best support for any given setup, right? If you want to put her with hybrids, you want to put her on leader slot for any of these builds, her support is pretty good, and then she's fodder as well, right? I just do have to think about it just a bit. Roshi is out of the picture right now. But this would be the honorable mentions. I feel like the droids are also out, even though they fit on droids, right? They're just in the back end, something like that. Super Vegeta has gained some value. He's somewhere here. I can't really order these honorable mentions because, you know, I'd have to dig deep. I'd really have to dig deep. But something like this, number 10-ish, is how I'm feeling. I think it's like this. Like, the 4s can be breaching the top 10, but Pan needs to be in the top 10 for me. She's just way too valuable. She's just way too valuable. Movies is still, you know, a thing. Beast Gohan is fine. It's just I don't think I can put him in the top 10 right now. It's crazy. He was insane for months, and he's still insane, but I can't put him in the top 10 right now. He's just not it. Zamasu is in an interesting spot, right? He's definitely in an interesting spot. UI Goku, he's right almost there of the top 10, but I don't think I can add him there, unfortunately. He's just way too... He does really excellent damage. He has great utility. The gauge is very powerful, but his defenses lack tremendously. Future Gohan's fine right here, I think. Super Vegeta's fine right there, I think. These guys, I really having trouble placing them, so I'm going to put them in the honorable mentions. Don't think they're worthy of the top 10, but I'm having trouble placing them just because I don't have them. But from what I've seen, Cell is really good. I think Cell is phenomenal. I think he might actually, might be around here, something like that, and then Trunks is around here. This looks very accurate to me, so 17. Trunks Vegeta might be the hot take. I know you guys, no one has been really a fan of him besides me. Used this unit a ton, and now they have finally gotten a lot of very good teams to make them look very good as well. Evo's fantastic with these set of teams. Droids, Blast Base, as you can see, there's a lot of Blast Base units up here just rising up. Very specific strike-oriented teams with supportive units. If you throw a Pan on any of these builds, if you throw Zamasu as another supportive type disruptor unit, she's fine with the 4. She's fine with Beast Gohan. She's just literally, she needs to be in the top 10. So I'm going to slide her up in the top 10 here. This is going to be my list, you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. And yeah, this has been real. Make sure to drop a like and a sub if you're new. I'll catch you in the very next one. Stay frosty, and I'm out.